definitely not call heavy metal, perhaps hard rock. They were on the cover of Meat magazine last month, and that is The Cult. Another reason, too, is because some people wrote us, well, actually they faxed us, and they asked us to play The Cult and also, if we could, some footage of their concert at Maple Leaf Gardens on New Year's Eve. Well, guys, we can't do that. You see, there are restrictions that apply to a place like the Gardens, and what happens is that when we shoot any footage there, we can only show it within the next 24 hours and on news programs only. We definitely don't qualify as a news show. And the other thing, too, you wanted to know how the concert was. Well, I've heard mixed reviews. Some people said they really liked it. And a good friend of mine said she didn't like it because she didn't feel Ian was at his best and that they didn't play enough of their hits. So what we're going to do is get some footage from Musique Plus, our friends in Montreal, and show that to you guys. And also an interview Ian did with Musique Plus. The Cult on the Pepsi Par 30, who are currently touring in Western Canada.
Shade out my halo, my head is rising like I'm a breeze. The future sun, God is fine leaving.
A lot of people think of The Cult as like a hard rock band, and a lot of people think of The Cult as an alternative band, you know. What we do is just what The Cult does. It's like, I don't think we're either, we're just what we do. Now this year, 92, especially because with the 500th anniversary of Columbus as well, is a time where there should be a lot of reflection on the importance of native culture and native idealism and spirituality, because we're at a point now where we spend billions of dollars on scientists, you know, trying to say, get up with the answers to a lot of the problems, but really they're right there in front of us. And the native people really have a hell of a lot to contribute, you know, to like white society. And it's about time we started listening to them. Get very blinkered in their vision because they're bombarded television, newspapers telling people how the world really is shaped. But the world isn't a square box, it's a round circle, you know, and everything's connected. And these are themes that I talk about, natural themes, you know, man and woman, black and white, good and evil, you know, sex, death. They're the themes of life, and they're there to be explored, the mystery of life. And I think that, yeah, a lot of my peer group, you know, other musicians, it's so amazing, man. Like, now people think, wow, this is like a load of crap, you know, what this guy's talking about. But then you consider, you look at the influence on other bands, you've got like Axl Rose talking about primeval man, you know, the evolution of the new age and the spirit. I mean, you look at the Don't Cry video. The guy's portraying a character as primeval man being reborn. It's like, it's pretty intense stuff, you know? And then you've got like Motley Crue, you've got the video like Primal Scream, you know? I mean, where did they get that from? Why all of a sudden things like a band called Nirvana are incredibly important? Do people know what Nirvana means? You know, the ultimate state of consciousness. It's really bizarre. I think subconsciously these things are just happening.
Yeah, be man. Hey.
Possibly not, because we've always been like, or I've always been very, very strong on the you know, lyrical content and symbols and imagery that I use in songs, and it tends to, especially journalists in Britain, tend to be offended by a lot of things that I say. They tend to think it's like pretentious or made up, you know, insincere or whatever, and it's basically just based on my own experiences of life. I'm not like trying to contrive anything, you know. To me, this is my life, this is my lifestyle. I've been doing this since I was like 15, 16 years old. In 92, especially because with the 500th anniversary of Columbus as well, is a time to get very blinkered in their vision because they're bombarded television, newspapers telling people how the world really is shaped. But the world isn't a square box, it's a round circle, you know, and everything's connected. And these are themes that I talk about, natural themes, you know, man and woman, black and white, good and evil, you know, sex, death. They're the themes of life, and they're to be explored, the mystery of life. And I think that, yeah, a lot of my peer group